wonderful. I was hoping you might enlighten me. About yourself, that is. You see, I happen to be quite curious about you. Well, because there is something different about you. You possess an air of mystery. I could not help but notice when first we met. I am intrigued, to say the least. I find it rather difficult to put into words. Were I to wax poetic, I would say you remind me of the sea. Have you ever been, Professor? The sea is vast, boundless. On the surface, all seems still. Yet beneath that stillness, it is unfathomably deep. Within, it teems with life. Yet without, one is lucky to glimpse a fleeting shadow. And yet, all one must do is cast a line to grasp hold of all that life. You cannot see it at a glance, but it is there all the same. About fish, of course.
What are you talking about?
Oh, bother. I got sidetracked, didn't I? Right. About the sea. During a storm, the once calm waters become mighty enough to overturn even the vastest ships. Not unlike you. You are calm. You carry yourself with poise. Yet you wield great power.
Thanks.
My brother was uncertain of you at first. He once referred to you as a youth of dubious origin. Oh, but please do not think ill of him. He is incredibly dedicated to his work. So surely you'll understand why he would have doubts about one of whom he knows so little. Nobody even seems to know your age. Incidentally, how old are you?
I don't actually know. I'd rather not say.
Aha! I suspect that if you choose not to say, you must be quite young. Looking at you, it is quite difficult for me to determine. I wonder... Could you be younger than your own students?
I doubt that. And how old are you, Missy?
Who? Me?
How old are you?
Well, I am roughly the same age as the other youths here.
You look younger than the others.
Be that as it may, it is simply not the case. Oh, by the way, you should know I had actually been considering enrolling in the academy for a while. I have endured hard times, but I am so grateful that those very experiences led to my acceptance at the academy. Oh, my apologies. I am sure you have much work to do. I will not keep you any longer. We must speak again sometime, if that would be all right. Have a lovely day.
Nice.
Ahem. Ladies and gentlemen, my sincerest apologies for the wait. Thank you for gathering here on the eve of the highly anticipated ball to bear witness to the Academy-wide dance competition. Welcome to the White Heron Cup.
Oh, wow.
The competition will be judged by me, your humble servant, Alois Rongeld, and also the acclaimed former songstress of the Mittelfrank Opera Company, Manuela Casagranda.
I didn't even know her last name.
Thank you. Oh, and it should go without saying, but I swear to show no bias to my own house. Got it? Good.
Last but not least, the glamorous assassin who does all of her dancing in the dead of night, Shamir Navrand.
I don't know any of these
The
characters'
three
last
of us
names.
swear
I'm just
on
learning
our
some of
honor
these.
to judge
This is
the following
interesting.
proceedings with utmost impartiality and fairness. And with that, will the representatives of each house please make their way to the stage?
Yeah, who did you guys choose?
Contestants!
Edelgard had to be
ready
chosen.
to dance?
Oh, Edelgard had to
And
be
is
chosen.
the band prepared to play?
I
Very
love
well.
it. The houses have so
Begin!
little students that they have to choose certain people, and I'm laughing. Oh, this is actually pretty.
Time! That's all, folks.
I better have won!
Splendid! All three of you were fantastic. Now, let's hear what the judges have to say.
Oh my, let's see. I suppose I have no choice but to vote for the Blue Lion House.
Thank God!
Your performance was exhilarating. My heart is still beating a mile a minute.
Oh!
I vote for the Blue Lion House. The way you carried yourself was striking.
Yes!
Great feedback, both of you. Well then, let's see. Factoring in my own humble opinion, yes, we have a winner. And
love
I
that
will
Dorothy
announce who it
just
is
completely
right
annihilated
now,
Elgard.
without
Yes!
any delay. The winner of this year's White Heron Cup is the Blue Lion House.
I wonder if I can use this to bolster my singing career.
Once more, please give a big round of applause for our talented participants.
I beat Edelgard. That's all I care about, buddy. All I care about is beating Edelgard. We're hosting a tea party. Oh my goodness. Who doesn't host a tea party for your best boy's birthday? Certainly not me. We're so going to be hosting this tea party. What tea should we have? I don't think I have. Oh yes, I've got his tea. I've got his tea.
I apologize for the wait. This smells good. I wonder how it tastes.
Offer some tea. You can have
Thank
some,
you.
my boy. I'm gonna put this on full screen. Mighty.
Ah,
I'm like, I want perfect tea time.
so it is.
Exploring.
Ah,
Things.
ah.
Oh, thank goodness! Perfect tea time, guys! We're gonna do it!
Perhaps because of my strength, I have always been rather clumsy. I always end up breaking things that are precious. So it is.
Yes! Perfect tea time!
So it is. Thank you.
Let's observe.
What? Ah. It smells delightful. Is something the matter?
Nothing is the matter. Let me
Professor.
love you.
So it is. So it is. I see. So it is. I am not good with facial expressions. Is my smile passable at present?
Yes, it is.
I see. So it is. So it is. Ah. So it is. Is something the matter?
Nope. Thank you, my boy. Oh, look at him. He was awesome.
Thank you for the treat. I had a wonderful time. I would love to do this again, if that is acceptable to you.
Oh, we will so be doing this again, my boy. Do not judge me on that.
We did well enough.
Perfect!
Got it. Good to go.
I'm getting much better.
I'm closing in on expertise.
Woo! Okay. I'm happy that I got a perfect thing on his birthday. I wish I had an actual
appreciate
gift
your
that was good
effort.
for him too, but. Alrighty, we're exploring. You guys get to see what I normally just do. It's like a fast run through of the area. It's not gonna take us that long.
Nope.
So, like, the first thing we do is obviously our gardening, because that needs to be done. Yes. I would like to harvest. Look at that! Look at all those flowers I got. Plant. Spread Pegasus blessing. I don't know how much that would help, so we're just gonna prune them. And then we're gonna do this. Today's special. Oh, yeah, okay, it's a mixer of these guys. Oh, it's the... That's cool. Okay, let's do it with Sedith, and let's do it with Shamir. That gets rid of one.
The flavor is nostalgic to me for some...
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
There we go. Full menu. Ferdinand and Leone. We're gonna make sure we have a meal with each of the students that still need to join us.
Delicious! After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
Casper and Lean. We'll do Casper and Raphael. Like, Leonhardt is already at a B. I don't know why he's not joining me.
Ah, I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
Oh, Ben.
This is
Ben,
delicious!
just 'cause you do such
My
a great
absolute
voice.
favorite!
Alrighty. Now that covers our main bases. As you can see, it didn't get anybody up. But that doesn't mean that we can't do anything. I think we'll have a tea time with Ferdinand.
It was held by my...
Oh no, we can't have a tea time with Ferdinand. I'm sorry then. Alright, let's give you some flowers.
What a kind... What a...
Just
What a-
give him some gifts.
It cannot be.
There we go.
Practice.
Oh my goodness, oh! We have two! We suddenly have two conversations!
Professor.
Oh my goodness, it's 7. We're getting a C rank at 7.
There you are. I apologize for calling you in so suddenly. Please, sit. There is a matter I would like to discuss with you. I believe I've told you this before, but it is my responsibility to aid the Archbishop in all her duties.
What are these duties?
Spiritual instruction, ceremony oversight, donation management, all of the church's many administrative tasks.
Interesting.
I oversee not only the priesthood, but also the Knights of Seiros and the Officers' Academy. The Archbishop entrusts a great deal to my discretion, and I am honored by her confidence. Even when she must make decisions herself, she often seeks my counsel in advance. And yet, your appointment to a teaching position at the Officers' Academy was a complete surprise to me.
I'm sorry?
Not only that, but you have also been entrusted with the Sword of the Creator. I was as surprised as anyone else to learn that. Frankly, I am just not sure how to handle you.
I'm
I
sorry?
am the Archbishop's right hand, and yet when it comes to you, I have been told almost nothing.
I'm really sorry? You don't trust me?
Not quite. I do find you to be a trustworthy individual, but my subjective opinion is not enough. I have a duty to be cautious. Should the Archbishop's trust in you prove to be misplaced, it is the faithful who will suffer most. First, I would like to know just how much you know about yourself.
Those are some
You are the
interesting
child
questions.
of Gerald Eisner, correct?
I think so.
That's quite a vague reply for such a basic question.
What
In
other
the
answer
future,
would you
I
have
would advise you
wanted?
to answer
I only
such
had two
queries with
choices.
confidence. As the former captain of the Knights of Seiros, Gerald is renowned throughout Fodlan. If you really are his child, then no one would voice any complaint about you joining the Knights. How long has it been since you became a mercenary?
I'm not sure.
I see. Most curious. Come to think of it, I have never asked your age. Just how old are
That
you?
is a
exactly?
question I am not answering. Well,
Your face says it all. You truly don't know, do you? Just what was Gerald thinking, raising you this way?
I have no clue.
Given your responses thus far, I feel as though any further questions would just be a waste of our time. However, permit me to make one thing clear. Whatever her reasons, the Archbishop has placed great faith in you. Do not betray that trust. That is all.
I'll do my best.
Pardon me.
Alright, what is this other one? I'm guessing it'll be with Shamir. I knew
Professor.
it!
Hey, Professor. The students seem to like you.
Yes. It would seem that way.
And you're not modest about it. I like that. Still, I can't deny that you've got skills. It's a little strange, to be completely honest. I had my doubts, but they were right to make you a professor. I'd be suspicious of their true intentions, if I were you. But what's it matter? Seems like it turned out just fine for you.
At least for the
I'll
moment.
admit, it's unbelievable that you used to be a mercenary. I was a merc before coming here, but I can't imagine pulling off your fancy tactician act. I freeze up near royals and nobles.
You're not a fan of nobles?
You deal with a lot of nobles when you're a merc. I didn't mind putting my life on the line, but I never liked having to bow and scrape to our noble employers. That's what I like about being a knight. I get to punch all the nobles I want.
That's seriously why
I'm
you're
joking.
a knight?
But the knights do make a good business partner.
Business partner.
I don't believe in the Church of Seiros. It makes me a bit of an anomaly among the knights. Rhea took me in, so I became a knight to repay my debt to her. I may be a knight, but it still feels like I'm doing the same things I did as a merc. Who knows, though? Maybe you and I will end up working together. Us knights are a pretty tough crew. I'm guessing you'd run circles around us, though. I'm interested to see where your path leads you.
Okay. Woo! That was interesting. Alright, we still have 5 left. Yeah, they're all like not anywhere near talking to me.
I was at a village, she appeared.
Work on all of our skills, and then I think I'll do the Black Magic tournament thing.
Hey, you.
I have been told that this can only be... this can Oh, I adore... I appreciate...
Really?
Here we go, I gave her gifts.
I have looked into from his I have also... It is almost...
Hey, you.
What the hell? What? Is this a Rhea conversation? But this is what it was like with all the students that I was recruiting when I had to redo the month. It literally was just, I gave them a bunch of gifts and I'd see that their conversation point would show up on my map.
Professor.
Oh! Sure.
Hello, Professor. You're really on the move today. A lot to get done, I take it?
Yes.
I'm happy to help. Tell me, is there anything I can do to lighten your load a bit?
Nothing comes to mind. I appreciate the offer, but I'm kind of in a hurry.
Surely there must be something. Don't be shy about asking for help. We're practically siblings, after all. Cut from the same cloth.
That's creepy.
I was raised by Gerald just as you were, so we should have no trouble getting along.
You were raised by Gerald?
Huh? Did I not mention that? How thoughtless! What an embarrassing gaffe! My parents died when I was small, and I came to live in the monastery. It was an aimless existence. But sometimes a knight would pass by wearing magnificent armor. That knight was Gerald. And the first time he laid eyes on me, he made me his squire. What was he thinking, huh?
Sounds like Gerald.
No kidding. I don't think I'll ever fully understand his logic. Later, I heard that the squire preceding me had died of a terrible plague. I looked a bit like him and was about the same age, so Gerald thought me a suitable replacement.
I don't know why she's
A little nutty, old Gerald, there's no doubt about that. All that was more than 30 years ago. How time flies.
Do you know his age?
Actually, I'm not entirely sure. You never asked him?
Why would I ask my own father his age?
Well, Gerald hardly seems to have aged since then. In fact, over drinks he once told me, perhaps that's a story for another day. At any rate, that's Gerald for you. One of a kind. I don't think there's anyone else quite like him. Right. I hope that you understand now why I feel such a strong sense of attachment to you. If you're ever in a bind, just give me a holler. I'll help however I can. Indeed, indeed. Well, I'll let you get back to it. But truly, if I can take anything off your plate, don't hesitate to let me know.
Up there with it. There's that. That happened.
What's this about? The ball. It's an event.
Black magic. Listia, Annette, or Dorothea? Let's use Listia.
You were outmatched.
Nice.
I just worked harder.
But you'll do 14. That's 28. Yeah, you're fine.
You underestimated me.
That's a relief.
You were outmatched.
Good job! Listia! 15, 13, go first again. That should be how this works. Yes!
You were outmatched.
Nice. Let's go to Catherine.
The area with the old... It wasn't Rista's, that's true. People call it...
This is the only ball of the year, and I see why. Everyone is absurdly excited.
Your Highness, you sound so detached. We are all encouraged to enjoy the ball tomorrow.
Right you are. What a burden.
Oh, Dimitri.
I never thought we'd see eye to eye, but I agree.
Oh, shut up, Felix!
I'd rather be swinging my blade than wasting my time with some girl at a ball.
Felix, Your Highness, you must be joking, right? This is our chance to dance with all of the ladies of the Academy to our heart's content. You wish to throw away the best day of the whole year for sword practice? Insanity, I tell you.
I'm pretty excited about the ball myself. It's not like we get to do things like this very often.
Aw,
Too true, Ash. In fact, I'm going to do you a favor and give you a crash course in chatting up girls. By tomorrow, you'll be an expert.
Actually, I'd much prefer if someone could just teach me how to dance.
Don't worry about the dancing part. I can teach you that easy. It's time for the ball. That warrants at least a tiny bit of makeup, don't you think, Ingrid? Just a smidge.
Maybe. I'll think about it.
It's settled. Tomorrow morning we'll meet up in Ingrid's room. Ooh, I can't wait!
We're all so excited and youthful.
You know, there's no telling where life will take us after we leave here. If only we could find a way to come together again, just like this.
A fine notion, Your Highness. Perhaps 5 years from now?
5 years from now? Ah, that's when Garreg Mach Monastery will be holding its Millennium Festival.
By then, we'll be addressing Your Highness as Your Majesty instead.
That's right. I suppose we all know it's coming, but by then you'll be far removed from us.
Come now, you know me better than that. My title may change, but I won't.
Oh, my boy.
And it won't just be me, you know. 5 years from now, you'll all have your own stuffy positions to contend with. But as I understand it, the festivities at the Millennium Festival will be of a scale far beyond anything we've yet seen. In other words, the perfect excuse for all of us to return here.
Ooh, a reunion? That sounds fun! I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Aww.
I'd love for you to be there as well, Professor. After all, you're the heart of the Blue Lion House.
God damn it, Dimitri! You keep hitting me you keep hitting me always where it hurts. Oh my god. Isn't he such a precious boy? No shit, I'll be there.
Good. Then it's settled. Of course, if something happens and I'm not able to attend,
You're coming!
I'm leaving all of the logistics of organizing this reunion to you, Professor.
You have to attend. We will force
It's true.
you. I will
I'm
drag
sure being
you.
a king will keep you busy, but it's a bit early to be backing out of your own plans, don't you think?
Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. You have my word. I will return as well. Count on
my
it.
boy! Oh, my boy! Why isn't Dimitri dancing with me? Why are they all dancing with characters we don't know? Oh, look at my boy. Oh. Oh, Claude's gonna grab me. Why are you grabbing me? You're not the head of my house! God damn it, Claude. I mean, thanks, but god damn it, Claude!
Running away?
Yes, I'm running away, damn it!
I understand. You hardly had the time to breathe in there. It must be hard to be the favorite teacher at the ball. Poor professor.
Oh, shut up, Sothis! I'm not everybody's favorite. It is difficult.
So you do think you're the favorite? I might have known.
Excuse you, I've stolen almost every student in the school. I know I'm the favorite.
Professor, what are you doing here?
Aren't you going to dance with Edelgard? Aren't you gonna dance with Edelgard?
No, I should think not.
Aww.
As a child, Edelgard taught me how to dance. It was a bit awkward, honestly.
Oh. As a child?
I've told you before that we're siblings by marriage, haven't I? Her birth mother was my stepmother, although I didn't know that at the time. My stepmother treated me with such kindness, just as though I were her own flesh and blood.
Oh.
And yet she never so much as hinted that she had her own child, Edelgard. We were born and raised in different territories, without ever knowing the other even existed.
Oh.
Yet, against all odds, for just over a year, we became childhood friends.
Oh. Non-siblings?
Indeed. Unaware of each other's stations or backgrounds, we met and became incredibly close. This was when she and Lord Arundel were living in the kingdom.
Why were they in the kingdom?
They were in exile. This was a time of great turmoil within the Empire. I ran into her when visiting Lord Arundel's
sorry
residence
about that,
with my
guys.
father. She seemed quite bored with everything. At first, I found her to be difficult and stubborn. But that facade quickly fell away, revealing her true self beneath. That's around the time when she taught me how to dance. Her instruction was, oh, let's call it strict, to put it nicely.
Wrong foot, Dimitri. You're supposed to lead with your right.
Why is her hair color different? What the hell is wrong?
Oh, the sun's going
God.
down.
What's wrong?
I really ought to be heading home.
That 1 year before she had to return to the Empire was so much fun. The time of my life in many ways. It's kind of pathetic to think about it all these years later.
Why?
But can you guess what I gave her as a
Why is her
parting
hair
gift?
color different now? I'm gonna guess a dagger.
Huh. Good guess, Professor. But I swear, it came from the heart.
It came from the heart!
We've long considered blades as tools of destiny, as a way to cut a path to a better future.
Aww.
She was being dragged all over, unable to live the life she wanted. I thought the dagger could help her cut a path to the future she dreamed of. However, that was many years ago. I'm sure she's forgotten all about the boy I was back then.
It's not too late to reconnect.
I'm afraid it's far too late for that. Things are different now. She's different. I'm different. Anyway, I'm feeling a bit out of place here. Festivities like this don't suit me. Professor, will you join me for a bit? You must be getting a bit tired of the ball by now.
Of course I'll join you, my boy! Do you really have to ask me, my boy?
It's quiet here, isn't it, Professor? That reminds me. Do you know the legend associated with the Goddess Tower?
Yes, I've heard it.
Is that right? You don't strike me as the sort to enjoy stories like that.
Doesn't
They
mean I
say
didn't
that
hear
wishes
it.
made in this tower will come true. Wonder who came up with such a silly notion.
Oh, you don't believe it?
Legends are legends, nothing more. I doubt there are many who really believe that wishes can be granted. The goddess just watches over us from above. That is all. No matter how hard someone begs to be saved, she would never so much as offer her hand. And even if she did, we lack the means to reach out and grasp it. That's how I feel about her. In any case, I suppose there's no harm in passing the time with silly legends. What do you say, Professor? Care to make a wish? We are here on the night of the ball. Why don't you try wishing for something?
After you. You go first, my boy.
Wish of my own. I suppose my wish is for a world in which no one would ever be unjustly taken from us. Or something along those lines.
Oh, that's a great wish. I'll wish for the same.
Thank you, Professor. Although, at a time like this, perhaps it would make more sense for me to wish that we'll be together forever.
Aww.
What do you think?
I would like that.
Well now, Professor, you must admit I've improved in the art of joke-telling.
Didn't sound like a joke.
I'm sorry. I guess that was rather thoughtless of me.
Oh, my boy.
Honestly, I do regret saying such a thing. Please, think nothing of it.
I will be with you
Blurted
forever,
out
my
irresponsible
boy.
things like
Do
that
not
to my
question me.
classmates.
We'll be together
Promises
forever.
that we'll see each other again and the like. I have no business making such promises for the future. There are certain things that I must accomplish, even if it means risking my life. I may not even have a future to promise to someone.
Dimitri? Oh, my boy.
We should head back soon. It's rude of me to keep you all to myself. Shall we, Professor?
My boy?
It seems that everyone is having a delightful time. Will you not dance some more?
tired?
How dull of you. Had I a body of my own? Oh, I would sing and dance until I fell upon the ground. But you... do as you will. Ah, you're not the only one who feels that way. Look over there. I'm bored beyond compare. Will you not follow her?
Why would I?
Oh, come on, hurry up. I know that you are curious to see what she is up to.
Fine.
I hear someone singing from over there. That song. I feel that I have heard it in the past. Actually, it is not that I have heard it. Did I once sing that song to someone?
That would be weird.
There's more. I wrote this song. Oh, but how could that be so?
So
if that were true, then how could she be
someone
singing
who
it?
died a long time ago.
Unless... No. I am suddenly so exhausted. As are you, no doubt? Quickly then, to bed with you.
Alrighty, so we're actually gonna end this episode here and have the final battle be its own little episode. This is for time as well as just easy cutting purposes and to try and make these not be as giant files as they normally are. Thank you all for joining me, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Bye, everyone.